Big man, big man.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sundays with the Sprinkles. Brett Sprinkle here, joined by Brandon Shanahan, Tyler Sprinkle, and Gambino himself, Trevor Murphy. Hello, boys. How's it going? Welcome back. We're back, boys. We did it.
Good to be here.
Had to pull off the cobwebs.
I just noticed that Trevor thinks his founder on it. So.
I mean, he
finds stuff.
Founder of this entire
I
organization.
left out the L, so I was going to put flounder, but
Welcome back, dude. Ha.
Mr. Flounder. Well, boys, football season finally upon us. I'm fucking stoked. I keep watching more and more content. I'm playing a lot of college football 26. I was just watching quarterback before we got on. I'm fucking stoked. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Quarterbacks is a really good show. I thought I liked the background, behind the scenes type stuff. It's really interesting. What I couldn't get over was how juicy Joe Burrow's lips were that entire series, and it kind of I didn't care for that. But
What are you scared? You scared to find something out about yourself?
kept going like this. Yeah, I really just don't know. I would just play ball.
Dude,
That's a pretty good Joe Burrow.
some people would kill to have those lips, man.
Not me. But hey, all right. So yeah, I'll start it off, Brett. Don't worry. Welcome to the podcast. We're gonna be talking about Steelers.
Sundays after Steelers losses big back.
You guys have been gone a long time, but this podcast has changed to only a Steelers hype podcast now.
I didn't know that the Steelers moved to the AFC West.
I don't know the difference, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you do. Don't do that. Don't patronize him. Yes, you do.
No, he's the flounder. You don't understand. He doesn't pay attention to stuff like that.
Yeah. I just kind of go with whatever letters and numbers match up. I watch the game. Watch the big game.
I'm excited for the Broncos, but I cannot wait to see the Cornhuskers take the field, man.
Yeah, like honestly, I was telling you the other day, it's like I don't see how they don't at least go to the semifinal in the college football playoff. Like they looks like such a good team, and it looks like it's kind of like they're putting all the pieces together. It looks like they're kind of honestly might be their year. I'm really excited for you guys.
Nice try, buddy, because I believe that shit too. Let's run it.
No, I believe it too. Like I have no doubt that there's going to be some tense moments, and it might, end in heartbreaking fashion. I just want you to know right here on the record that I've been on your side this entire time.
Right. Thank you.
And I will not be laughing at you in the middle of a food hall bar if Iowa beats Nebraska in heartbreaking fashion again.
Good thing we don't have to deal with you. I can just remove you.
I'll be back.
You better find some place to be. You ain't gonna be here.
That's okay. I have a mother and a father who both will have no problem letting me stay.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out
Where mom let me stay with, or can I get some bunk beds with you and your mom? Oh,
I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. That's crazy. First, we're not even 5 minutes into the show, and you're already look at him. Look, Tyler's got the guns up. Put them away, Tyler. It's all right. Stand down.
If Iowa beats Nebraska, Brett, you are no longer invited into the state.
No longer invited to the state?
No longer allowed in the state of Nebraska.
Does OPPD really hold that much power? You can enforce something like that?
Brett, they literally hold all of the power.
It says founder.
Yeah, but you're on the wrong side of the screen. It's this side.
On my screen, it's good. I watched it back then.
The flounder himself doing flounder things. But yeah, Tyler's right. We're doing an AFC West preview. We're going to be talking all things Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers. It is shaping up to be, a lot of improvements for every single team. It's going to be a really good division. But I kind of want to catch up with you boys. What's been going on? College Football 26 did come out recently. Brandon had some hot takes before it even dropped. And I'm kind of curious to see how he's feeling and see how you boys are liking it.
Oh man, I could talk about this game all day. I love it. I love it very much. It is much. There are things that I didn't realize was not so great with College Football 25 that is now better with 26, like the menu music. That was the first thing. Like, oh, this menu music kind of rocks. It puts in perspective how bad the music was in 2025. What was my hot take before the game even got out?
You said something about EA Sports, or yeah, did EA Sports kill Road to Glory? Something like that. Whenever the preview first dropped for it.
Oh yeah, so the Road to Glory, they brought back high school. Good news, love that. But it's in a very limited capacity, and now that I've played through it, I see the vision. They don't want you to spend 7 hours just getting through high school, and the moments are fine. I see the vision if you're trying to make a game mode where you can play over and over again, because this definitely has that more than 25 did. But I'll still go to bat for a full high school season. Let me customize all the teams. Let me customize my stadium. Let me take the Omaha Bryan Bears to the state championship, because they also have a feature where you can skip all of that and just go right to college. Or in this perfect world, you have a game mode where you can play the moments, skim through it if you want to blow through high school. I just like the flexibility with that, but I think it's much better. I thought it was a cool thing. I didn't like it very much. I started as a 3-star, got demoted back down to a 2-star. That was a problem.
Ass.
Yeah, it was all awful. I played 4 seasons. In all 4 seasons, my coach got fired. So that was cool. Yeah, I'm bad at that game, but it was overall and a good improvement.
So do you think you were the problem that you got your coach fired all 4 seasons?
Well, the first year I was QB3, so I couldn't help him out. Second year I got benched in week 3, so again couldn't do a whole lot. Lost 3 quarterback battles that year. That was cool.
Tough.
Junior,
hey, good for you for admitting that, man.
Yeah, junior year was fine. That one was on me. And then my senior year at Iowa State, we lost the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I thought we did good enough for him to keep his job, but alas, he did not. He didn't make it.
What I liked was that it automatically redshirted me after my freshman year, where I was a 3rd-string quarterback the entire year. So now I'm in my redshirt freshman season as a starting quarterback for Florida, and that's been kind of a nice ride, been a nice run.
So technically, I still have a 5th year of eligibility, but I don't know if I can handle getting a 5th coach fired.
Yeah, it's a lot for the psyche. It's a lot to handle for the psyche. That man would never get a coach fired. You put him on your team, that's a coach for life.
Heck yeah. David Wright
Let's
Day.
go,
baby.
Mets. David Wright Day. Dude, it is David Wright Day. And Tyler, I want to hear your thoughts on NCAA first, but since you brought it, it's up, David Wright, he's retiring his jersey today. We'll be put in the Mets Hall of Fame. Going to be an emotional day for sure. One of my favorite players of all time. There's been videos circulating that he might name Francisco Lindor, another one of my favorite Mets of all time, captain, which, put the C on his chest. It's a big deal for all baseball players. I just want to know your thoughts going in, because I think if that happens today, I will probably cry.
I don't think it's going to happen today, for a couple reasons. I don't think that Francisco wants to make the day about himself, so he's going to give David the day to.
Hi, Sophia.
Nice shirt.
Is that a cat?
My brother.
Oh, it's a wolf?
That's a wolf, yeah.
Did you get that from fucking Grandpa's collection?
I bought it for.
That's a Louis ass shirt if I've ever seen one.
We did one of those things where you go buy a shirt, buy a snack, buy a drink.
Something we need for the house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think maybe David talked to Francisco about it. But I think Francisco is the kind of guy that's like, no, have your day. This is about you. Don't make it about me. So sometime next week, you could probably see.
Rip number 5.
No, not Rip. This is a celebration, dude.
Whoa! What the hell? Why Sophia put my man David Wright in the dirt?
I'm excited to see it. I do think the way that the game was played out yesterday from Carlos Mendoza was specifically to make sure that we fucking win today. And a lot of people are mad about yesterday, which I'm pretty upset about too. But there's bigger things working right now. So I don't know. I'm excited. I haven't watched the documentary yet, but
you've read the book.
I did read the book. Yeah.
Hey, Bill.
Bill.
Brother-in-law.
Oh, I thought you thought my name was Bill for a second because it clearly says Brett Sprinkle right here. Not Bill.
I can't hear.
I know. By design. All right, have fun.
I'm gonna go to the gym.
See ya.
Love you.
Love you.
Be like
Damn. Just wiping off her love just like that?
This is why I wish
I don't
could
even
do
know
a
what I was saying.
podcast So we could all kiss each other like that.
This is all-
No, Cordozo
This is all.
lost yesterday's game for today, so they can win.
Can we restart the podcast?
No, dude. But this is staying in.
Yes.
Rip 5.
Yeah, Rip 5. Love you too. See you later. I don't know. This whole season, I guess we're still in a good spot, but it just doesn't. It feels bad.
It's so frustrating because we know we're a good team, but we're just not a good team. Like, it's so annoying.
And Juan Soto's first at bat after the All-Star break was a dong.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's when I saw that, I was like, oh, we're fucking back. Like, we're never losing again. And then we literally lost that night.
Yeah. Yep. But I'm excited. How are you feeling about it?
About David Wright or about the season in general?
David Wright.
David Wright, I'm stoked for it. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be an emotional afternoon. The Mets better fucking win tonight. Game starts at 4. I just need to see something out of this. I need to see something out of the pitching staff. I just need to see some heart. Like, I need to see something. I need to see some fucking trades. If I don't see a goddamn trade for a reliever soon, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. I need a reliever. I need a starter.
It's coming.
I need a center fielder because as much as I love Tyrone Taylor, I think he's better served as a more of a platoon guy, if anything, off the bench guy mostly. Like a defensive substitution at the very least. But it's just been fucking bad out there, and we just need more production. Instead of just counting on our first 4 guys, which don't get me wrong, we have the best first 4 guys in the league. It's just everyone else below that's just ass and inconsistent. So it's been so goddamn frustrating.
We're not getting a starter pitcher at the deadline. So
why do you say that?
well, we got reinforcements. Manaea, Senga, Holmes, Peterson. Like we're good on the starting pitching front now that we're all healthy.
But whenever all those guys get hurt again.
And also DeComo said that we're not looking at starting pitching. It's mostly just bullpen and bats.
Well, DeComo's not really the fucking in the front office, is he? He just talks to people who are in the front office. I'm just saying anything can happen. Don't rule out anything. Zach Galen's available.
Gallon. Yes.
Zach Galen's available. Seth
He's
Lugo might be
only
available.
Zach Galen in June.
Thank you. Oh, okay. So it's Zach Gallen. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yep.
That's my
Yeah.
hand up. My bad. Brandon, how are the Rockies doing?
They're doing kind of better, which is a bummer. Like if you're gonna have your third straight 100-loss season, like I appreciated the fact that they were on a historical run, and now they still could be. Still a lot of baseball to be played, but
Oh yeah.
now they're just kind of irrelevant. Which I was hoping the pressure being the worst baseball team of all time would put some pressure on. I guess they did make some changes. So the owner that we love very much fired the longtime team president so he could promote his son. So I'm sure that's going to work out very well. I love the Rockies. They have single-handedly killed my love for baseball, if that describes the Rockies.
No, yeah, because the Mets kind of did that for a little bit too. And honestly, they're doing it right now. Every time they go on one of these losing streaks, it ruins my love of baseball. I just can't wait for football season.
I did see a tweet that they're averaging more attendance than they did the 2007 season when they went to the World Series. So nothing's ever going to change. The owners are getting exactly what they want.
It's because of those
Shout
bars,
out.
man.
I know it, and that's a bummer because those bars do rock.
It's
And
sick.
I
So
see the
sick.
vision. I see why people want. Oh, $5 tickets, awesome. $5 cover charge, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, Denver's best outdoor baseball or best outdoor bar happens to be the home of the Colorado Rockies.
Honestly, if you really think about it that way, it's kind of a fucking sick spot. It's like you're just out there, you're out at the bars, and there's a baseball game going on behind you. That's kind of sick.
It's super sick, but
Yeah, dude.
it's just a problem that it's the worst baseball team of all time.
Mhm.
They do have a lot of young players that are showing promise. I guess we'll see what happens when they start to need to get paid.
Yeah. Oh, how did your mom enjoy Kansas City?
She loved it. She thought that was awesome. That's such a cool ballpark down there. I know it's kind of in the middle of nowhere,
Mhm.
and it's right next to that shit shack
Mhm.
next to it. But yeah, Royals games are fun. Or Royal Ballpark. Mets games in the Royals Ballpark is fun.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that. Way to clean it up.
Very nice. It was
Oh.
an honor when your family finally realized that I know way more about the Mets than all of them combined. I wasn't going to say that, but when they
They get it.
realized it themselves,
Yeah.
that was kind of an honor.
Like, oh, this guy knows ball.
Because your family knows a lot about the Mets, so it was an honor.
What knowledge? What did you say? Do you think that sent him over the edge? Like, this guy. Like, what was there? Like a specific sentence or a moment or?
Well, first it started when they were talking about other players in the league, and I'm like, yeah, that person, yeah, he has like X amount of home runs or this ERA, and he went to this college or whatever. They're like, holy shit, okay. I guess
didn't
we're
realize
dealing with the
you
Rain
first
Man.
Yeah. Wow.
And then what else was I talking about? I think it was about the farm system that I was spouting off about, like
There's that-
top 5, top 10.
There's that point where we brought out the projector and screen and started talking about trends of their war
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah. ABIP and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So
On base percentage.
it's just nice when game recognizes game, you know?
Damn. So and actually, I can't believe I didn't leave the show with this. Brandon, congratulations, newly married.
Thank you.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop.
Got married over the holiday weekend, 4th of July. 5th of July, I think technically was the wedding, correctly, but it was the 4th of July weekend. So congratulations, my boy. How was your vacation in Mexico, and how badly did you feel that you planned the honeymoon knowing that college football was coming out that week?
So I asked Tyler this question, and he kind of shut it down immediately. I was like, what's the worst time to take a honeymoon, like during college football season where you're out in the middle of an ocean, or out of the country during college football release? Tyler wins that argument. Shut that down pretty quick. But I do feel like this is a solid consolation. It was fine while we were in Mexico because we're obviously enjoying Mexico. Mexico was perfect. But like as we were making our way back towards the airport, I was jonesing. Bad. And it was tricky because I didn't want to like watch people play it because like I wanted to get that experience. Like not like I wanted to avoid spoilers. There's no spoilers, but like I wanted to experience as is. So yeah, I was jonesing. We got home. Very first thing I did was made a quick run to Walmart to try to pick up the game. They didn't have it, so that was a bummer. Wasted about 45 minutes just in that trip, so that was cool. And then I started playing that night.
Heck yeah.
That's incredible. And I mean, honestly, the one shocker for me is that I did find out this. I didn't realize. I knew that you'd been sober for a while, but I didn't realize you were 6 years sober. But like knowing that I'm in Mexico and I can't play college football, why'd you shake your head?
6 years.
He just said it the other day. He said I haven't had.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Years.
I said the only thing
Hey,
I
thanks,
learned.
guys, for coming out, guys. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. So you were just kidding. Like, I knew the second part was a joke. I know you didn't kill your fucking wife and you're trying to forget about it, but I also know that you hadn't drank for a while, so I just assumed that 6 years was the number. How long have you been sober?
Tyler, you want to answer that question? He knows the exact date.
The night of my wedding, October 14th, 2023.
Oh, wait, you had a drink that night? I thought you weren't drinking that night.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you drinking the double vodka. Because I'm like, let me get one of those. And then I tried it. I'm like, I got to put this down. This is it. My swan song.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to go out on your own terms. You know what I mean? Never want
That's
to
right.
retire you from the game. You want to retire.
Exactly. I saw the trend. I was like, it's either I'm going to be bouncing around from the Steelers to the Giants, or I could just go out on my own terms. Maybe a little bit early, maybe a little bit before my prime's over.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled a bit of an Andrew Luck.
Good for you, man. Well, anyway, this still stands because if I was in Mexico, knowing that everybody I know that was playing college football and how awesome it was, which it is awesome, it feels really good. Dynasty mode has been nice, really fun. There's a lot more heart to it this year than we talked about it last year. There's no heart to it, but knowing that all my friends were having such a good time, I would have drank so many margaritas where I just forgot my own name. So kudos to you for keeping it together.
I did put down about 50 Pepsi Colas. It was a bad day to be a Pepsi.
Big Pepsi hates to see Brandon walk into a room.
I heard when we were checking out, I heard the manager talking like, "Shit, we're almost out of Pepsi. I don't know what happened this week, but we gotta get an urgent order ASAP."
And somebody was probably like, "Oh, does that mean we're almost out of whiskey too? Whiskey Coke is whiskey Pepsi such a popular drink?" No, we have all the whiskey. What happened to our fucking Pepsi? I lost my train of thought with that most recent one, but yeah, Tyler, what are your thoughts? So you've been playing a lot of Ultimate Team.
Yeah. Well, how long you got? Because
I could talk about this game for 4 hours.
So let me start. Road to Glory. I think it's a cool addition, but it really takes away like you actually trying to be good in high school, as opposed to, oh, you gotta, scramble for 25 yards and not let somebody tackle you, like stuff like that. I see, like you said, replayability wise, it's good. But I wish they added a little more of you just playing and not worrying about challenges. So I mean, it's cool. It's not game breaking to where I don't want to play it anymore, but it's definitely a lot more difficult this year, which is fun. So one day when I finally get that 5-star rating, it's going to be lights out for your boy.
Well, I think to your point, I think you're right. It's like very binary, like those moments in high school. Like there's no okay, I have to complete these objectives. I don't give a fuck about the game. So just ones and zeros. You complete this or don't complete this, doesn't matter the impact.
Yes. Yeah. Ultimate Team though. Fuck you, EA. Pardon my language. It's a money grab. It's annoying. So you got to do one of these two things, right? You make it more like MLB The Show, where you can actually grind for these cards and not have to spend hundreds of dollars on bundles every other day when they release new cards to keep up with the people that are spending hundreds of dollars on the game to be way better than you are. Or two, you match make by overall, team overall, and by class level, obviously. So you make that a little more even, because I've played some people that are not very good at the game, but they just have the best cards in the game, so they just beat me, right? So it's just a very frustrating thing to go through on that. But I guess what do I expect from EA other than being giant pieces of garbage? But hey, they made a football game, so everybody cheer.
Is Ultimate Team better or worse than last year? Was it the same kind of shtick?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
Same.
So I
think it plays a little bit better.
It does play better for the most part. Like there's not a bunch of plays that just work regardless of what you're calling. Like you could call it perfect defense, but if you don't have, a secondary with a lot of speed or, stuff like that. So there's not some groundbreaking plays that work every time, at least not right now. I'm sure that that's coming sometime soon. I expected this to be the formula last year because they spent so much money on creating the game and now they're paying the players and all this stuff. So I get it to some extent, but people are still going to buy these packs. So why not make it easier for the common person like me who doesn't want to keep spending money on this game to be better and make the grind hard? I don't care. But as long as I have the ability to get some of these cool cards, without having to spend money. I think it would just keep me engaged a lot longer. Because right now I see me playing it Ultimate Team for 2 or 3 months probably before I get sick of it and stop playing it. Yeah, I guess that's what I got on Ultimate Team.
I mean, that's a change that they can make this year, though. So it's not like there's no hope. All they have to do is just start, like you said, just start coming out with packs, cards, packs with cards in them instead of just coins and shit.
Yeah, but they won't. There's no incentive for them to do that, so they won't.
I mean,
But I think MLB The Show has like the perfect formula. Like there's so many different offline things that you can do to grind and get these really good cards. You just got to put in the time to do it. And sometimes the grind can be a little bit annoying, but knowing that I'm going to get these cards to help my team makes it a lot easier to kind of stomach that grind. It's a grind, but you're grinding for coins, and the coins are never enough because all these new cards are so damn expensive, and I'm never going to have 700, 800,000 coins to buy these cards. So
I got you.
It'd be what it be.
It is surprising because I would imagine that out of all the game, like obviously they're going to invest a lot into Dynasty and a little bit into Road to Glory, but I would imagine they would spend way more of their prioritization on making Ultimate Team because that's the moneymaker.
You know, I was talking to Grant about this. He was really big in Ultimate Team when 2014, 2013 was out. And he's like, yeah, I used to buy bundles all the time, like $20 bundles. I was looking through the store. The bundles are $100 now for the same kind of cards. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. Like I couldn't imagine spending $100 after I already spent $80 on the game. That's crazy.
Yeah. And they released a battle pass this year. So with the premium track, like it's just everything they can do to get more money out of you. It's sad.
But I will say, like, they are upgrading the offline stuff. And I mean, I know you don't like to play the Dynasty and stuff like that, but the Dynasty is improved. And like, there's a lot of stuff that I like about it now that I hated about it last year. And yeah, I think this is an improved game. And I mean, I'm satisfied with your purchase since I'm playing it off of easier.
Yeah, I do like to play Dynasty. I just haven't yet.
I got you.
I'm just kind of.
He's afraid.
It's a grind.
It is a grind, and I don't know if I'm ready to grind it out like that yet.
When you guys play Dynasty, do you play all the games, or are you just many merchants? Okay, maybe that's
I play. Yeah. But like if I'm offensive coordinator, I'll play all the offensive plays. If I'm the head coach, I'll probably play the moments. Kind of like a real head coach and shit like that.
I play every down, every snap, all of it.
I want to sim as much as possible during the games. I want to build such a good team where I can just sim and they roll.
No, because I want to play with those good players that I get.
Yeah.
I want to use that 82 overall gym quarterback that I got that has 98 speed and 62 short and medium pass accuracy. I want to play with that guy.
I got the top quarterback in the portal last night and got to upgrade him up to a 99. So watch out for the Rich this year.
So I did see, and I don't know if it was like that last year. I guess I didn't play too much Dynasty last year. But I see that you can actually go in and upgrade people throughout the season.
Yeah. So there's training results, and I don't know if this was new or if I just didn't do this last year, but yeah, you can go and play by player and like allocate where the skill points go into.
So it was available last year, but I will say there's a debuff on it if you do it manually or if you let the computer do it automatically. It's in the menu. You can change the setting, but currently as it stands, like the default is there's a 25%. Oh my goodness, what's the word? It's
like a penalty.
25% XP penalty if you do it manually, as opposed if you let them do it automatically. Meaning it's going to cost 25% more skill points to upgrade a skill manually, as opposed to letting the computer do it automatically.
You see, I turn that off. I think that's backwards. I should get rewarded for going in player by player and grinding it out, as opposed to just letting the player do it.
And I don't disagree with you. I just also don't understand why that needs to be in there in the first place.
Yeah, because I saw that. I'm like, it should be the other. I should get penalized for letting the computer do all the work.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what that's about. I mean, I guess we can see a world where it's kind of OP the way that I'm doing it now.
Yeah, because you can max out certain skill levels, and maybe it's just more balanced if the AI does it. But even then, like, why wouldn't you? Like, why I don't need my pocket passer to have 87 speed. You know what I mean? He's good at
Well,
73, but he has
Yeah,
good as throw power.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and there's a balance to it because like speed's way more expensive than accuracy. So yeah, I'll
Mhm.
max out the accuracy before I go back down to things like speed and throw power.
Mhm.
But that's because I'm in it. I'm grinding it out.
Mhm.
But
Well, you see
yeah,
him
I
week
turned
in
that
and
off
week out.
first thing.
Watch the tape,
Yeah.
see what you need.
Yeah. Yeah, so I turned that off. I don't understand that. But also that's probably why my teams are OP.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah, you're the head coach of the Irish right now.
Yeah, started Piani Vodatel Jr. He started as the OC at Georgia. Used a little bit of his Nepo skills to get onto Kirby Smart's staff. Took the head coach job at Baylor, turned them from a 0-12 team to a playoff team. And then now a year or two with they were bad. I was like, all right, let me help out. Nebraska's fired their coach at least every other year, and they will not offer me the job. So now they're on my list. And yeah, would have won the Natty last year if it wasn't for Duke and Manny Diaz being a wagon. So we'll get there.
That's what I never thought I'd hear, Duke being a wagon.
Well,
Wait,
like
is Bill
usually when,
Belichick in the game?
no Bill Belichick, no
Is Jordan on in
no.
the game? It'd be funny if they made her the head coach. Since Bill Belichick didn't want to sign up for the coaches union.
Oh, that'd be funny. I can imagine. It's a funny thing to imagine, but like him be like, all right, I'll be in the game, but Jordan's got to be in it too. She says she wants to be. And they're like, no, we can't do that, Bill. All right,
No,
I'm
we
not
can't
being in
do
this
that.
fucking game. Yeah, no Bill Belichick, no Deion Sanders, and then there's a couple of other. No Trent Dilfer, which makes sense. I wouldn't be in this game if I was Trent Dilfer.
Wait, who's he coaching
but-
against? Delaware State,
UAB,
UAB. Wow, I was
and
really
he's
further off.
bad. I did see he's got a really low golf handicap, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Brett McMurphy released those, which I thought was funny. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in this game if I was Trent Dilfer. He stinks. But I was very surprised, not just the amount of head coaches in there, but the amount of coordinators in there. I think that's a really, really cool touch. That I wouldn't expect them to go through all of that to put in all the coordinators, but they did. That's awesome.
Well, I'm going to switch gears. Oh, never mind.
One last thing. I haven't looked at a lot of coaches in that game, but Matt Rule doesn't even look like he looks in real life in that game.
No.
I thought the technology would be there already, just to almost be a 1-to-1 copy. But man, he does not look anything like he does in real life.
Well, how much time do you think coaches spend getting scanned? Like, he seems like one of those guys. Like, do whatever. Like, I have to go fucking watch film.
But I mean,
feel
with
like
the
it's
technology, like,
a
you
thing
don't
now.
need that.
Yeah,
Like,
you just take a couple pictures and you're good.
Yeah, like because they take pictures for like team stuff, and they get access to stuff that the university, sends them. So I'd imagine that'd be pretty easy, especially with the coaches. The players, I got to imagine it's a little bit more of a process because you have all those animations that you have to import into. But the coaches don't do anything; they just stand there in the menu, and then occasionally you see them on the sidelines.
Yeah,
I imagine that'd be.
And I mean, you have to add in Matt Rule. I think is a complicated one because you have to add in the drool animation. They just him drooling on himself. So I imagine that's a lot more labor intensive than some of the other coaches. Kirk Ferentz also not in the game. I just remembered because I noticed that as the offensive coordinator of Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Afraid of the grind, I guess.
It's whatever though. Switching gears, just real quick before we get into our AFC West preview, I want to talk about Vegas for a second because I got back early this week, and boys, let me tell you, I don't know if you've ever been, fucking blast. Had a great time. My first time in Vegas. Went down there with it was Michael Spate. I've known him since I was 3 years old. He's turned 30 this a couple weeks ago, and he was the last one of us turned 30. So about 10 of us all went out to Vegas. Had a lot of fun. Didn't sleep a lot. And I almost my body. I think I'm finally feeling like myself today. A week later,
Getting old.
Getting old, man. But hey, you know, when I'm in it, when I'm in the fucking shit, when I'm in the grind, I like Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? It's like when you're in the grind, you're in it, and then when you're out of it, you're like, oh, what the fuck did I do to my body? You know what I mean?
Brandon, could you put that on screen potentially?
Okay.
What do we
I guess I'll
looking
just share this whole screen. I can dox the rest of our messages. That's fine.
at? I'm
Maybe
excited.
yeah.
I got a little meme for you, Brett.
Uh-oh.
Wish we'd zoom in more, but
Which
That's
Just
you.
what
That's
we
you
were
talking
looking.
about Vegas. Yeah. We're that young gal and you're Shane Gillis talking about Vegas.
so like you're my girlfriend. You're my girlfriend, and I'm showing you something on my phone.
No, it's just like, we're happy that you did it. We don't know anything about what you're talking about, but you're really passionate. So that's
Well, I was
just-
going to tell you a story. I was leading up to. I was going to tell you a story. I was going to tell you a funny
Mhm.
story.
Yes.
And then maybe it becomes a clip for our YouTube. You know, Brandon's been hounding me about clips, and it's like since I'm the only one that has fun stories, and you guys just shit and you just shit on them, maybe that'd be a good idea for us.
Mhm.
But what do I know? Hey,
You know what you
what
do
do I know?
You know what you do know is the story you're going to tell us right now. So go ahead.
Yes, it is. Yes, I do. So Friday night, so I get in. Just in time. So Friday night, I get into Brooke just in time to hear this story.
Get this fucking guy out of here.
Okay, yeah, and cakes. So I see in Vegas Friday night. I wake up at 5 a.m. that morning, Friday morning, fly out there. So it's fucking. We're out partying all day, drinking at the day pool. We're going to a club party that night. Fucking drunk off my ass. Get to the club. It's just butt to nut in there, and it's sort of packed in there. It's like sardines. Still having a great time on the dance floor. Still doing a good job. But like eventually, we all try to leave the pit that we're in and get some fresh air. That's just rude. All right, fuck you guys. I'm done.
I'm sorry, that was mean.
No, it's
I
fine.
mean, whoever did that.
I was trying to get through it, but I guess not. I'm done. I'm over it. We guys want to talk about the AFC West? Let's talk about the AFC West.
Damn. All right, AFC West time. Boom.
Yep.
All right, let's start from the top.
The floor is yours.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we should explain the AFC West. So they play in the AFC, on not the NFC side, and then there's the Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers. Go, Brooke. Let's hear about the Chiefs. What are they doing this offseason? How are you feeling about your draft picks and outlook on the season?
I don't know. It's pretty much the same. Just plug and play, younger guys. The defense will be the defense. Yep. There we go. I mean, whatever makes you guys feel better about losing the AFC West for the 11th straight year. So
I just wanted to be on record that is Brett showing his screen, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Brandon. I want no part of
I
this.
checked out. I mean, is that a real picture? What's that from? Did they get caught doing something?
You're just at a
last
Coldplay
night.
concert. Just
Good for
vibing
them.
out to Coldplay.
Maybe they were putting up people who have been to a Super Bowl in the last decade on the board.
We
Well,
still are
Broncos-
in that window.
Actually, in
We're
that
still
window.
in that window.
Yeah.
This
You
last
tried,
year.
You tried though.
I mean, it's been a decade.
Yes, on the
Mhm.
nose.
That's
a decade.
true.
Yes.
But before the Chiefs' most recent run with Patrick Mahomes, how long had it been since they'd been in a Super Bowl? Just out of curiosity, I really don't know.
That's a great question. I don't fucking know.
50 years. Give
But
or
I
take.
mean, even still, Alex Smith was still your guys' daddy before that too. So
Oh, yeah, you got to beat up on Trevor Simeon. And
yes, was he our dad or were we just
Excellent.
bad?
I mean, both can
Brooke,
be
there
true.
was a development. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Rashee Rice finally got sentenced. Thoughts and feelings on that?
1 month in prison and 1 year of probation.
Well, here in Kansas City, we hold our players to a higher standard. We don't let
And
60
coach's sons.
60-year-old men kill people and get away with it, and just
Mm-hmm.
keep rolling around on golf carts or whatever. So
Oh, okay.
he'll do his time. Whatever happens after that happens. Blip on our radar.
Didn't Andy Reid's son kill like 2 young girls?
See, I was hoping
And he's walking around.
2 young girls. I don't know about that.
At least one. He at least killed 1 young girl, and I think another one's paralyzed.
I think you're very mistaken there, buddy.
No, I was talking about it with a coworker like not even 2 weeks ago.
I don't think that's true at all. It was driving.
Yeah, it was drug driving. Yeah, sorry, he didn't kill him. The car killed him.
Yeah, there you
while
go. Get your facts straight.
Yeah, my bad.
But you say killed 2 young girls without any backstory. It's like, maybe.
No, it's true. It's true. And his prison sentence was commuted.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Well, I mean, if they're
Wow.
not going to send Elway to jail, why would they send?
That's true. That's a good point. What's fair is fair, and that's fair. So
Golf carts, you can't even go that fast. So, what are
which
we
makes
doing?
it all the more interesting that guy died. I need to know: did he like fall out and break his neck, or I don't know. I'm curious.
He drives.
So you're obviously not worried about Rasheed right?
Hell no.
I mean, he'll be suspended 4 games, then he'll be fine. That'll be cool.
I mean,
He'll have fresh legs for the playoffs.
we made it to the Super Bowl without him last year, so
That's true. Forgot about that.
That's true. Yep.
Do you feel anything
So-
for the Chiefs anymore? Like, do you get any emotion?
not really, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I say this, and Tyler and Brett get all sprinkle on me, where it's like, I wish I was in the foxhole of like caring about games all the way through the season.
You could though. You could still care
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
I mean, I got to imagine as a Chiefs fan, you just felt so much that.
Yeah.
What else is there?
That's what I'm saying. It's like I miss it. It's like, at least when Alex Smith was playing quarterback, I was like, all right, we got to be on our P's and Q's to win today. But now it's like
Like
you
nothing matters until January.
said, exactly.
Yeah, there's one stat that I found. Looking back at them last year, they were 12 and 0 in 1-score games. Like that is preposterous. That's unheard of. They went 15 and 2, 12 and 0 in 1-score games. Obviously, that's gonna regress a little bit this season, but that's just like to your point. It's like, yeah, it's a 1-score game. It's a close game. It's not even a fucking problem. We're gonna win.
I mean, that's the
12
perk
and
of
0.
having Patrick Mahomes is that
Yeah.
if it is a 1-score game.
Well, actually, can you put that picture up again? Could you put that picture up again? Patrick Mahomes and his secret lover, who may or may not have been caught, together at a cold play, preparing for the season, as it were. Yeah, I feel like that's the dream team for the Chiefs. 12 and 0, and you think 12 and 0 in 1-score games, and you think this picture.
Cope however you need to cope. I mean, I'm fine with it. This is a safe space.
Why does she have such crazy eyes though? I don't.
She's in love.
Yeah, dude.
fair
Power
enough.
of love.
Okay. So going into camp, Brooke, what are we looking for the Chiefs? What do you want to see in camp?
I don't know. I'm just more interested in how the defense shakes out, more so
Okay.
than anything. The offense
Lost
is
Justin
offense.
Reed,
Yeah, that's a big loss. Big loss there.
but I've been reading a lot about. While I was doing research for this, I was reading a lot about Jaden Hicks, and I'll just read what I have now. It's like the Washington State product. He fell to them as he was the best safety in the class. Fell to them into the 4th round. He had 1 start last year, 3 interceptions, and he ranked in the top 40 of PFF grade. So I was just curious as to what you've heard and what you know about him.
See, that's kind of like Spags' MO with taking these guys, in the middle rounds that, aren't flashy, but for one reason or another, some guy that falls and then is going to end up being a starter for us and making a lot of impact plays on the defensive end. And, I mean, that's really where we've made our money is taking defensive players in the middle or late rounds and turning them into starters. So whoever's, grading these guys and looking at them, really just killing it for the Chiefs.
So aside from Patrick Mahomes, biggest strength and weakness of the Chiefs so far this year?
I don't know if it's a weakness, but I think the biggest question mark is going to be the offensive line losing Thuney.
That's right.
That could be the biggest weakness. I mean, and obviously I think the biggest strength this year is obviously if Rasheed plays, it's going to be the wide receiver room. And I do have a theory that Kelsey was so bad and looked so immobile last year that he's going to come out looking fresh and like not his former self, but better than he was last year. So I think the pass catchers are going to surprise some people this year.
And that's bad news for all of the NFL. So,
Well, see, that was one of the question marks that I had coming in. It's like Rasheed Weiss, like I said, just probably missed a month. Really isn't that big a deal in the grand scheme of things. So what type of weapons do they have? Is like Xavier Worthy going to be the guy? Like he excelled in some minimal roles, but he wasn't really the guy. Travis Kelce, you think he's going to come out fresh, but I mean that's not really how aging works. Like the first couple of games are going to be good, but I mean he's going to break down during the later part of the season. I was curious as to what I don't know. Is there anybody that I'm not thinking of? Is there any like dark horses with that team that you might?
Probably Hollywood Brown because
shit, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I just think they'll have a more defined role for him. They were kind of moving him around without Rasheed Rice, making him play outside more. But I think with Worthy, Rasheed Rice back, and the bigger body wide receiver guys, he'll have his role work in the slot and, where he's more comfortable. I think he's going to have a bigger year. Obviously, I think we're going to have to score, truthfully. So I think there's potential for 2 or 3 guys to have monstrous years in the wideout room.
Speaking of Travis Kelce, what's the room behind him look like?
I mean, I've always liked Noah Gray,
but
I think it's time to start looking for the successor there. And I mean, Noah Gray every once in a while will have like a 90-yard, 2-touchdown game. But we'll see. I think the 3 and the 4 tight end need to be ready to go at any moment.
Okay.
And I think we got another one in the draft if I'm not going crazy, but I forget who off the top of my head. I'll have to look that up.
Perfect. And I have one last question if nobody else has any questions about the Chiefs.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was actually just going to wrap it up, but
yeah.
Okay, so the Chiefs 15-2 last year. Obviously, their over/under for 2025 is 11.5. I'm going to go around the room, see where you think they fall. I can go first. I think they go. It's only because I'm looking at this one-score game stat, 12-0. Obviously, it's going to regress. I think they fall under 11.5, but I just think it's because they win 11 games. I just think they win 11 games, and that's still a great season. I don't know why Tyler made that face.
Until they prove otherwise, I feel like in my mind they're going to win 14 games every year regardless.
They're going to win the division at 11-6, but
okay, yeah, I would go over just because. I mean, until they show me otherwise, I just assume that they're going to win every game.
Yeah, because I feel like with the Chiefs, it's hardly ever like I guess like with Tyreek Hill and prime Travis Kelce, it was kind of like this. But I think what scares me about them every year is like what we don't know, like who's going to be like what type of bullshit is Andy Reid going to pull out of his walrus mustache to tear the league on fire?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I could absolutely see a world where they don't get to that 12-win mark, but yeah, I'm with Tyler. Like it's what I don't know. But that's what scares me the most about them.
I'll give you guys a name that's on my radar and just screams someone Andy Reid would love to use in a million different ways is Rashad Smith from SMU, the running back. A guy that played a ton of receiver. He's kind of a scat back, can run the ball, can catch the ball. I think he has a sneaky good first year.
Actually, I do have one more question on that. I know Pacheco got hurt last year toward the end of the year. He obviously came back and played in the Super Bowl. Is it they're just looking for a duo for him, or are they looking to replace him potentially?
Well, I don't know if they're looking to replace him, but when he came back, he really wasn't himself after
Yeah.
breaking a bone in his leg. So I think now the worry becomes like, what if he's just never the same again? And I think you have to have a plan in place, like if he just can't get it going and can't be himself. But obviously, the hope is he's Pacheco week one.
Yeah.
But
And you don't want to be like the Broncos, who had prime or first year Devontae Williams. He looked so awesome, and then he tears his ACL and is never the same.
exactly.
running back.
So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have some stats for that when we get to the Broncos, but go ahead.
Okay. Brooke, and I'm not pandering, so just tell me how you honestly feel. Biggest challenge in the AFC West for you this year?
I mean, the easy answer is the Broncos, but I mean, anytime you have Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll in the same conference, I mean, along with Sean Payton, those are three good coaches and guys who generally don't lose too much.
Mm-hmm.
So, that win total may be right on the head, 11 or 12, just because I don't think we're going to roll over the AFC West like we have in years past. The Chargers have played us way better. The Broncos always give us a game. And I think the Raiders are going to challenge some people with Geno Smith and Ashton Genty. So I think you could see 2, potentially 3 playoff teams out of our division. I mean, if
Just like last year.
the tiebreakers all go our way, so.
Yeah.
The Broncos were 1 blocked kick away from sweeping the Chiefs last year.
If my
I
aunt
wonder-
had balls, she'd be my uncle.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
No,
that,
it's just
that
like I
is
but I was just saying,
either
like,
way first.
we play them tough. Yeah, no, we didn't win, obviously.
Yeah, they always do. And I feel like the crazy part is they always play us tough at Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember when John Gruden beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead and he had the Raiders buses take laps around the stadium? That's still kind of funny in my mind. That's still kind of funny in my mind.
Just an all-time psycho.
just fucking woo, just fucking around the stadium.
The fact that guy's not an NFL head coach is a tragedy.
Honestly, I like him where he's at, dude. I like him as a content creator. I get to enjoy him so much more.
But he's just a ball guy. He's just a ball
He
coach.
is, dude.
Mhm.
He loves the coach.
I think he'll be back in the league by next year.
And the fact that he got let go for some shit that happened, 20 years ago or 15 years ago is crazy.
So I have a question, and this is just a sports general question. When are we going to bring back curses? Because like if the Raiders don't win a Super Bowl in 50 years, can we call this the curse of John Gruden?
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
sure. In this
obviously-
age, in this age of hot takes and social media, it's like instant gratification. We don't really talk about the long-term curses anymore.
Yeah, like the curse of the Billy Goat, the curse of the Bambino. Those were so fascinating, and I don't know. I think we got some good curses brewing. The curse of the dog poop guy at Florida State.
Mhm.
That's funny as shit.
Like I
No pun intended.
I need more super
Well, did
supernatural
2004
shit.
Red
going.
Sox ruin curses? Because like once that curse got broke, like it ruined the stigma, and then the
Well,
Cubs were the next domino to fall.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the Cubs ruined curses.
Yeah, but the Cubs really never deserved to win anyway.
Kind of like the
But
Mets.
they did. But they did
I mean,
win.
They did win, yeah. But I'm saying it's like you never really like the Red Sox always kind of deserved to win. The Cubs just like they're there. Yeah, they won. Hey, they did win. They did win. They won their World Series.
Brett has no ball knowledge.
They won their
The
World
Cubs had some
Series.
crazy teams throughout the
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Oh
mid-
yeah, oh yeah. But honestly, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't give a fuck about the Cubs, Tyler. I know you're a big Cubs fan, big Cubs guy, but I don't give a fuck about the Cubs.
I mean, I tell Brooke this all the time. Sometimes I wish I was just a Cubs fan.
Does. Hey, Brett, have fun paying Bobby Bonilla until 2032, dumbass.
Dude, how many?
Dude,
players
just wait till
you guys-
Shohei retires, though. Just wait till
Yeah.
Shohei retires.
I mean, Max Scherzer's gonna be paid by 4 different teams for the next 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much
That'll be
deferred
Juan
money out there. I
Soto
feel
when
like
they
it.
trade him because they realize he's a bust.
What'd you say?
I said that'll be Juan Soto soon when the Mets trade him because they realize he's a bust.
He's not a bust, dude. Stop. You're hurting my feelings.
Um,
Let's talk about
okay.
the best top of the AFC West.
You're gonna yuck
Can
my
we move on to the
yum, buddy,
Chargers?
I'm gonna yuck yours.
Let's move on to the Raiders.
Oh, you want to do the Raiders?
Yeah, I think we'll do the top, and we'll do the bottom, and then we'll do the middle teams.
I say we finish with the Broncos because that's obviously probably going to be the longest one.
Okay.
So Raiders last season, they were 4-13, bottom of the division. This year, they're over under set at 6.5 wins. They added a big name, Ashton Genty. Some saying some people were saying, maybe some people in this chat room who he said he could have been the Heisman winner last year. Obviously did not win. Got a new head coach, new GM. They have offensive coordinator Chip Kelly. I forgot that they hired him. The floor is yours, Tyler. What do you want to talk about with the Raiders? What do you think about the Raiders?
They're better. But I think every team in the division got better. I don't think that they're going to be 4-13 again. But I don't know how. So the thing that worries me about the Raiders, right, is Pete Carroll was so good at just really limiting his quarterback's use and giving the ball to his Hall of Fame running back. Do you think Marshawn's a Hall of Fame running back, actually?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay, so using his Hall of Fame running back and having a great defense. So he has a solid quarterback in Geno Smith again. He has potentially, he has the highest ceiling out of any running back that I've seen come out in a while, in my opinion, in Ashton Genty. Obviously, I'm not calling him a Hall of Famer before he even takes an NFL snap. I'm not doing that. But I think if he is anything like he was in college, it's going to be basically reading from the same script of what he had in Seattle. The only difference is their defense isn't nearly as good as the Legion of Boom because there aren't a whole lot of defense that were as good as them. So it's shaping up to basically be a repeat of what he did previously, which I think is good for an older coach to just kind of run it back that way instead of trying to create a new identity on another team. I'm not worried that they're going to be second in the division, or I'm not worried that the Broncos are going to be fighting with them for another playoff spot. But I do think that they're a lot better team. And I think if a few things go their way this year, they could be right in a mix with the Broncos and Chargers for, second, third in that division.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them in the sense of, like Tyler said, them finishing ahead of the Broncos or pushing for a division title. But I am worried about them being more functional from top to bottom in a way that in a tight playoff race could fuck over the Broncos or fuck over any team, Chargers, Chiefs. I mean, they sneaky enough to fuck up somebody's season without
play spoiler. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My whole thing with the Raiders is last year their offense was so bad that they just never really had a shot to win very many games. Unless I'm crazy, did they lose a ton of people on defense? They still got Mad Max. I mean, if they keep most of that defense intact, I think the worry should be real. Because that was one of the better units in all of the league. And then you add Genty, you add Geno Smith, you add Pete Carroll, you add Chocolate Chip Kelly.
Did you say Geno Smith?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Geno Smith and Brock Bowers, I think that would be a good combination. Yeah, so it's just they got marginally better, but it's like Tyler said, everybody else in the division got better. So I don't see a world where they can't hit the over for their 6.5 win total, but I think it sits right around 7 for them. I think that'll be I think 3 games, a 3-game swing for them from 24 to 25, I think would be probably a good,
I would have to look at their schedule, but
it's going to be an easy schedule. They're a last place team, so they're going to play
I
other
feel
last
like the
place teams.
only way they don't hit that over is if they lose every division game.
Which won't happen.
But you got to remember we're playing the NFC East this year. So those are going to be some tough
Yeah.
games.
Again, maybe they have just a gauntlet of a schedule, and maybe that's why it's so low. But
Well, I mean, when you look at the other teams in the division, if the Chiefs are going to win 12, if the Broncos are going to win 10 or 11, if the Chargers are going to win 10 or 11, there's only so many wins to go around.
but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like everybody's gonna like. I don't think the Chiefs are gonna win 15 this year. I mean, unless they come out looking like the 2021 Chiefs, but I don't see, and that's the thing. I could see the Broncos taking a step back, like winning 9 or 10. I could really see the Chargers falling off. I could see them being the worst in the division, in my opinion. I think there's just so much talent now on this Raiders team. It's 6.5 feels criminally low.
Well, and it's like we'll get to the Chargers in a second, but they did just lose an offensive weapon. So now it's just like how many they really don't have any weapons for Justin Herbert outside of Lad McConkey, Mike Williams retiring, obviously. Tyler making another face. She's all making faces anytime I say something. So I'm just trying to talk on my podcast. You're just making faces.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else about the Raiders to go around the room? Anything else?
They're scary in a sense that they could ruin somebody's season late, and I think that's what they're hanging their hat on this year, at least. And then in the coming seasons, I could definitely see them being a real threat to mix up the AFC West. Again, I think they're still quite a few years away from potentially winning the AFC West, as long as Patrick Mahomes has anything to say about it. I think they're going under this year.
That'd be cool. Out of all the teams that I could think of that would add all these pieces, Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, second year Brock Bowers, Mad Max, I then still somehow find a way to be dysfunctional. It would be the Raiders. And I think that's more so what I'm banking on more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Okay. So moving on. San Diego Chargers. Jesus Christ, dude. Los Angeles Chargers. That's bad. Last year went 11-6, second in the division, made the playoffs. Over under win total for 2025 is 9.5. As I mentioned, Jim Harbaugh's first year as coach last year, the team saw a lot of improvement. Justin Herbert looked pretty good most of the year. They did lose the offensive weapon Mike Williams, who just retired out of nowhere this week. So they have Lad McConkey. Quentin Johnson is currently their number 2 wide receiver, so that's going to be a big question moving forward. Brooke, what's your outlook on the Chargers? How do you feel about them in 2025?
I think major step back. What is that?
Justin Herbert in hypothetical situations. I love that. Yeah, he just had the receivers.
I don't think Justin Herbert's a bad QB by any means, but am I banking on him to get to the playoffs and win a playoff game? Absolutely not.
No, they're going to need a running game this year. They're going to need like a strong running game. They're going to need it to keep pounding the rock. And I don't think he can win them games, but I think the reason why he comes up in those hypothetical situations because he does look like a prototypical quarterback. He plays like a prototypical quarterback. It's just for some reason the Chargers could never seem to get it together.
Yeah,
and I think
go ahead, Brandon.
my thing with the Chargers, and it's kind of the opposite end of the same coin as the Chiefs, where like, yeah, I see the vision. I see a world where they go win the division, but until I see them do anything ever, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
When's the last time they made a conference championship game? Was it
Phillip
13?
Rivers and LT?
So
Before that.
Before that. Almost 18 years ago?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's been a while.
Chargers Conference Championship.
I do think it'll be interesting because I don't think Jim Harbaugh has had a quarterback as talented as Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
When I think of peak Jim Harbaugh, I think of that tough running game, but that's because he had J.J. McCarthy as his quarterback. That's because he had Colin Kaepernick, who was a good athlete, as his quarterback. So I don't know if anything will change with that scheme. now that they have somebody who can make those big downfield throws. Because when I'm picturing a successful Jim Harbaugh team and a successful Justin Herbert team, those feel like different teams, and I'm not sure which we'll see.
I think their draft was kind of telling in that aspect. Like, I get sometimes it's just, wow, this guy fell to us. We have to take him, even though we don't need him. And Omarion Hampton. But you're drafting another running back in the first round for a reason. You're not getting a wide receiver. You're not getting an offensive lineman. I guess maybe in his mind it's like, let's limit our quarterback usage so we can make sure we don't turn the ball over. And I'm not saying that Justin Herbert always turns the ball over. It's just he's trying to control what he can control and shorten the game, I guess.
Well, Harbaugh's used to having J.J. McCarthy on his team, so it's like taking the ball out of the quarterback.
But that's always kind of been Harbaugh's
Yeah.
MO, though. Even like with the 49ers, like he had a stellar defense, and like Kaepernick wasn't a world beater, but they had Frank Gore to run the ball tough, hit the play action throws when it was there. It's just he's never going to be like an electric, high flying offensive guy. Like he wants to run the ball, chew the clock, play good defense, and like win in the margins. He's not trying to blow anybody out.
Dude, I love Frank Gore so much. You just brought him up, and like I just had to talk about. I will always, like, in Madden now. I will go pick up Frank Gore Jr. whenever I get a chance, just because I love Frank Gore that much.
Generational hammer.
Oh, dude, such a big fucking dick. It's crazy. Last time the Chargers were in the conference championship game, 2007, they lost to the New England Patriots. Before that, it was 1994. So it's been a rough time to be a Chargers fan.
When was the last time they won the division? Was it that 2007 year?
I don't believe so. I think 2009 they went to the divisional. They were the 1 seed, so I think that was
okay.
Yeah, isn't that when they had the number 1 offense and number 1 defense, and they still lost in the first round?
Yeah. Well, it turns out you need special teams too, and that's how they lost.
Yeah.
I think it does scare me having Jim Harbaugh in the division. I mean, he took Cade McNamara to the CFP semifinal. I'm not sure what happened with Cade McNamara after he transferred. I'm sure he did fine. He was obviously a very talented quarterback, so I'm sure any team would be lucky to have him.
This does have the potential to be an all-time mush for me. The amount of shit I talk on Najee Harris, it would be so funny if he comes out and runs for 2,500 yards and single-handedly beats the Broncos twice. That would be very on par for me. But I'm also not worried about Najee Harris, so he could be the saving grace and the reason the Broncos beat them twice this year.
2009, last time the Chargers won the division.
I think we could see a little thunder and lightning of old with the Chargers. Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton, like who was it? Ryan Matthews and gosh, I'm blanking on the other name. I think he wore like number 30. They called him the Vulture.
Eckler?
No, before that. Big back, Mike Tolbert.
Yes. Yeah. Big old boy.
Dude, so I love hating on the Raiders, and they haven't won a divisional title since 2002. Oh, that's
so 2009. That was the last time a team not named the Broncos or the Chiefs won the division, right?
correct. Because then after 2009, it went Chiefs 1 year. Then it was the fucking electric Tim Tebow year where we went 8-8 and still won the fucking division, baby. Broncos rattled off 5 in a row, and then it's just been all Chiefs ever since. So I think it's 8 straight for the Chiefs. Wait, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 10 straight for the Chiefs because this isn't counting last year. So, yeah, all-time generation run by the Chiefs.
Bang.
Do what we do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess in that camp eventually there's going to be a team where it's not the Broncos or the Chiefs, but I'm not gonna project that
until it happens. Yeah. Well, I love that everybody's strategy now is like the Chiefs have the blueprint, and everyone's trying to follow the archetype of, hey, go get a Hall of Fame coach and then go get a generational quarterback. The Chargers are trying it, with their whole Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh experiment. Broncos have it in the Bo Nix fucking Sean Payton duo tandem. And then, they're trying the Raiders are doing their thing with Pete Carroll and Geno Smith, I guess. And Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell's future Hall of Famer. We all know that.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Right.
Best.
Do you really believe that Bo Nix is a generational quarterback?
We're gonna get into the Broncos in just a second, Brooke. Okay, just wait your turn,
I mean,
please.
it's a yes or no question.
Why am I not allowed to feel things for my guy, man? Why can't I just
I
be
just
happy
asked
for my
you.
guy?
It was a question, yes or no.
I think that Bo Nix showed a lot of flash last year, and he has the potential to
Brother,
be a
you're-
fucking generational quarterback.
You're
dude.
projecting a lot of
I'm
insecurity
not
right now.
projecting. It's
I
just
just
I
asked the question.
don't like it when you ask that question because then Tyler's gonna make a face. He's not gonna have my fucking back, and then he's gonna say Brett doesn't know balls. Like, yeah, sorry, I get emotional about sports, dude. That's what fucking sports are for. All right.
Okay, but here's the problem.
That's that way I can get emotional about it and scream about you.
Here's the thing.
Just asked a yes or no question.
Yes.
All right, there you go, buddy.
Are we in Broncos talk now? Are we in Broncos talk now? Because I'm starting to get animated.
All right, let's get into the Broncos talk.
Wait, over under on the Chiefs or the Chargers?
Real quick, can
9.5.
someone clip that for
Over.
me? Brett saying yes.
I have them under.
I'll take the over.
Sorry, what was over under?
9.5.
Fuck.
I thought it was 10.5.
Nope, 9.5.
10-7 feels right for them.
Yeah. I
9.8.
agree.
What were they last year? 11-6.
11-6.
Again, it does. A lot of it comes down to schedule.
They're gonna be playing a lot of second.
I
place
really
teams.
truly believe this one is going to be 10-7 or 9-8. I really truly believe that.
Well, I feel like all of these totals are kind of spot on from where I would project. Like just thinking about it.
Yeah, there's it. Yeah, I guess going from the NFC South to the NFC East is a bit of a different beast. So maybe I'd take the under just because of that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dang.
All
Hard-
right.
Hard to believe they get much worse in year 2 of Bo Nix. Right?
We're talking about the
I
Chargers.
mean, they won't. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Broncos. Oh,
No.
Not
on
yet,
Chargers.
dude.
That's why I was so confused about what you guys were saying. We're so just quiet about it. Okay. I am smashing the under. I think the Chargers are the worst in the division this year.
Okay.
Wow.
I'd like that.
All right, clip that.
That's bold.
All right, for the moment we've all been waiting for, the Denver Broncos. Year 2 of the Bo Nix, Sean Payton experiment. They went 10-7 last year, making the playoffs, their first playoff berth in how long, Tyler?
Was it 10 years?
Something like that. Since the Super Bowl year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their over-under is also 9.5, same as the Chargers. Last year, run game was fucking awful. Here's the stats that I had. As the lead back, Javonte Williams averaged a putrid 8.2 carries per game. The Denver Broncos running backs as a whole only had 7 touchdowns all season with 6 fumbles. Obviously, additions like R.J. Harvey, J.K. Dobbins, I've dubbed them the alphabet boys, the little 1-2 punch they have there. Still have question marks at linebacker, still have question marks at receiver. Tyler, how do you feel about the Broncos? How do you feel about the boys?
I'll push back a little bit on the linebacker comment that you made.
I said question marks.
Right. I guess the only question mark that I can even think of is Dre Greenlaw, healthy or not, I guess is the only thing that I think there. Still have a stellar offensive line. We're going to have a great secondary again. Our defensive line is going to get after it. We'll see with R.J. Harvey and J.K. Dobbins. I've never been a big fan of J.K. Dobbins. So we'll see how that works out. I think it'll be good to have him with R.J. Harvey so he can kind of understand how to be an NFL running back. It makes me nervous how much people were talking about R.J. Harvey when he first got drafted, in the sense like, oh, he's going to be the steal a draft, or not steal a draft, but like he's going to be a crazy player in this offense. When people start saying that shit, I realize that more often than not, people are stupid. So that makes me a little hesitant about R.J. Harvey. I also don't think our receiving core is that bad, especially with the addition of Evan Ingram. I think that'll be a really nice pickup for them. Not only just to be a safety outlet for Bo, but to kind of run the routes that we haven't been able to run with our tight ends for a while. Cortland Sutton is still gonna be Cortland Sutton until we trade him or sign him. Hopefully, it's the sign. Marvin Mims taking a step, and I think Devon Bailey is going to be a big part of this offense moving forward. And then Cortland Sutton 2.0 and Pat Bryant, I think, is going to be an interesting thing to see. And then obviously Bo. I do think that there's going to be some regression for him this year. To the extent I'm not sure. But I think things are set up to at least be able to compete better with the Bills in the playoffs than we showed last year.
Agreed. And Brian, I'll let you go in just a second, but I just want to go back to the running back room that you were talking about. Yeah, there was, because I'm with you. There's always nervousness around when you draft a running back, especially that high, second round pick, and they're talking so highly on him. But I've seen like reports out of camp, reports of people talking to Broncos coaches and everything. He's exceeded expectations in camps and everything, all the camps they've been doing. And they're comparing RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins to like an Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram style that Sean Payton had in kind of
that's crazy
New Orleans. So that's kind of the style that they're modeling after. Not saying that RJ Harvey is Alvin Kamara. It's just that's what they're going after. It's kind of that.
I didn't know you guys hated RJ Harvey so much.
I don't want to.
He's going to tear his ACL in week 2, and I'm never going to be able to watch him play again. Like that's basically.
Thanks for.
Yeah, I think a lot of the skepticism came from how highly they drafted him, because he was not projected to go that high in the draft. But the way that the running backs were coming off the board, he wasn't going to last until the Broncos' next pick.
I want to make sure that this is clear. I love the RJ Harvey pick, but when people go and talk about RJ Harvey, how he's going to be this awesome running back for years to come, and he's going to set the league on fire, that's what makes me nervous. It's not RJ Harvey himself.
But isn't that what you guys have done and everybody else has done with Genty though? It's like people are talking about him being a Hall of Famer.
Yes,
it's hard to say the word Hall of Famer and his name right next to it earlier, like not 10 minutes ago.
Yep, I did say I'm not going to say that he's a Hall of Famer, but
he did say Hall of Famer and Ashton Genty.
So for me, it's different because it's the Broncos, and I have a vested interest in the Broncos. And things just seem to not go the Broncos' way a lot of the time. So it's definitely loser mentality on my part. I just want him to be good so bad, and normally that means that he's not going to be good.
I think it's a huge mistake if he's not RB1 week 1.
Oh, I think he's got that locked up.
I don't know if you guys. Unfortunately, I've watched him play at UCF quite a bit. He's a star. He was there.
Sick brag.
He was a pass catcher. He ran the ball 20, 30 times a game. That guy's got it. I definitely understand taking him in the second round. I think with all the good running backs in this class, I think he might have been the one that was most overlooked and not talked about very much.
I mean, and if you get him 10 to 15 touches a game, he can still be a game changer just based off what you said. Pass catcher, he could be flashy out of the backfield, and then get J.K. Dobbins of the 10 carries, and I think we're fucking golden. And we still have Audric Estime. We still have what's his name?
Jaleel McLaughlin.
I was thinking of what? Oh yeah, Jaleel McLaughlin, and then also Watson. Is it Blake Watson? But he's lower. Yeah. He's lower on the depth chart. We have depth. We have running back depth for. I feel like. I mean, it was fine last year, but I think Javonte Williams was never the same after he tore his shit, and it was.
I just think there's no world in which you give J.K. Dobbins 10 carries a game when you have RJ.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Like I don't have a game. I haven't seen the game scripts yet, but.
I think with RJ Harvey being a smaller back, as much as I'd love to see him getting the ball a whole hell of a lot. I think maybe the first year you don't limit, but you don't make him like
the focal point.
Yeah. Just until he gets used to getting hit by gigantic NFL linemen,
I think around week 13, 14, health is a big issue. Or health is a important factor. But I think 13, 14, I can see him kind of being a key part in some of these game plans.
It's just the unknown, and like I said, it's a loser mentality. I just assume that things are going to go wrong, which I hate that I have to think like that. But I'm very excited that RJ Harvey's on the Broncos. Don't get me wrong.
Brandon, I said I was going to you, and then we got to do a whole other thing. But so what is your outlook on the Broncos?
I mean, kind of in the same vein as Tyler. My brain tells me that they're going to be very good, but my heart's not able to back it up in the same vein as those Trevor Siemian Broncos. I am curious to see what Bo Nix looks like with that sophomore slump, because I see a vision where there's a lot more tape on him. There's maybe a little bit more like, oh, he actually can throw the ball downfield, or oh, he actually is a very good athlete, and kind of scheme to not let him do some of the things that he was able to do last year. But then I also look back at the first 2 weeks of the season last year, like, okay, well, he's never going to be that bad again. And I mean, if you take away those 2 games, it feels like a different statistical season. But I mean, everywhere else, I think has been an upgrade. I mean, the offensive line's really good. There's no way the running back room is worse than it was this time last year. And if some of these young wide receivers can make that next step, the offense is going to be right there. And then, of course, the Vance Joseph defense, Trey Greenlaw, Pat Surtain. I was thinking of I was thinking about him. I was not going to try to pronounce his name, so I appreciate you biting the bullet on that.
Talanoa Hufanga.
Talanoa Hufanga.
That sounds like one of those. He sounds like one of those baseball bats you hit, ground balls with in a batting triangle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It feels, and I don't want to compare this defense to the 2015 defense, but just that iteration where they're swinging on a bunch of high ceiling guys who have their question marks, and maybe they all hit, and that's the universe I'd like to live in until proven otherwise.
You bring up something that I was just thinking about. I wonder if they're going to use Hufanga in the box a lot more. So we still have like JL Skinner out there as like a traditional safety. And instead of having some white linebacker, Cody Barton in the middle, I wonder if they utilize him as kind of a linebacker safety type. Because I think we're gonna run, with the strength of our team being our secondary. I think we're gonna run a lot of like 3-2-6 kind of defense out there.
But isn't that same exact role kind of what JL Skinner's built for?
He just doesn't. He hasn't come along like we were hoping he would.
Because he cracked skulls at Boise State.
And it looks like he's on the verge of not even making the team this year. That was just the first safety that came to mind when I was thinking about it.
PJ Locke is another one of those guys. I think PJ Locke could maybe play, though, because all he does is really hit people. Doesn't really cover people that well. But I do like me some PJ Locke. He reminds me of that Steve Atwater, TJ Ward. Even he's on the team again this year. What's his name? Jackson.
Kareem Jackson.
Kareem Jackson.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah.
So he kind of reminds me of that type of player. It's just he's not a good cover guy, which so he gets beat on the back end a lot. So I can see him playing a little inside. But I love those additions. Just those guys are always hurt. Greenlaw and Hufanga. It seems like they're always hurt. Like, I'll never forget the 49ers lost the Super Bowl when that man jumped up and down on the sideline and tore his Achilles. Like, that was the moment they lost the fucking Super Bowl. I don't care about any other moment in the game. That moment fucking sucked. Those are my only question marks. It's like, the worries are, for the Broncos, there's always going to be depth, at least these next few years, while they're rebuilding the roster, retooling. Do we have can the veterans stay healthy? It's going to be the most important part. Evan Ingram also, we haven't talked about him that much. That's a key addition.
Yeah.
I think Marvin Mims has a breakout year.
All right, Brooke, rip the Band-Aid off.
God. I don't like this.
What do you mean, rip the Band-Aid off?
Just let me know how. Obviously, we're all looking at it with rose-colored glasses. So let's hear.
We're excited. We're excited about football for the first time in a long time.
It's hard to, like I said, it's hard to imagine that they get much worse. I think they've addressed the running back issue, added wide receiver depth. I don't know. Did they lose much on the O-line?
No.
Everybody's back.
Yeah.
So the offense should theoretically be better. I think your biggest question is your defense now.
I like that being our biggest question mark.
Yeah.
How-
And,
Alex Singleton is coming back. He tore his ACL last year, so that's a big addition. It's just, I don't know. I just feel more comfortable if he had better.
I will say the age of linebackers like Drake Greenlaw, major injury.
I'm hoping it's like that South Park episode where they're treating Magic Johnson's age with just injecting $100,000 of cash into his veins. I'm hoping that it's a similar thing with having the richest owners. Are they still the richest? I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that having
No,
them with a lot of money, having like really nice training facilities and stuff, I'm hoping that helps with that kind of thing. But it's also the human body, so you can't really just fix some of those things, if that makes sense.
Did you know that the Waltons technically own two of our favorite sports teams, Broncos and Nuggets? Because the Cronkies own,
Yeah, they're
Nuggets.
kind of intertwined.
and
I
Cronky
got-
got his money by marrying a Walton.
Yeah, I got into a deep dive on TikTok last night about the wealthiest families in America. Started with the Vanderbilts. Do you guys? No, you guys probably don't watch Gilded Age, but and then I learned that last night. It's an HBO show about like the third generation Vanderbilts.
Just in unison, the head shake in
Yeah.
unison.
And like as soon as I started that sentence, I'm like, this is a bad sentence. I wish I could undo this, but yeah, I learned that last night. The Cronkies and the Waltons are intertwined.
The Gilded
Sweet.
Age.
Right. It's the Gilded Age. If you take anything away from this AFC previews, like go check out the Gilded Age on HBO on weeknights at 8 p.m. I think. I don't know.
Wait, why did you know that?
I didn't know that. I was like literally, I didn't know that.
You watched the Gilded Age, bro?
I love me some Gilded Age. I fuck with Gilded Age heavy.
What's your favorite part? Who's your favorite
Uh,
character?
It's just more of like it's more of just the vibes, dude. The Gilded Age is just kind of one of those moments where just like it was like a movie, like dead ass.
You fuck with Gilded or Age more?
I'm more of a Gilded guy, definitely more of a Gilded guy. I don't like Age. Age is just a number, you know what I mean?
New is always better.
New is always better, and that's what I think about Gilded.
That's not true.
Well, that's the conflict in the show. Is that what is that the old money families and the new money families are clashing? They're like, we've been here. Like, all right, well, we're here now, so it's a conflict. It's a problem.
Looks like The Great Gatsby.
Yeah,
Or-
Great Gatsby
Or
type shit.
Emma. I love Emma, dude. Emma's a good movie.
Sure.
Anyway,
know what that
over
is,
under
but
9.5 wins, boys, for the Denver Broncos. The 2025 Denver Broncos over and under 9.5 wins. I'm going over.
Over.
I think they win 11.
So Brandon, for his groomsman gift, did buy me a ticket, a future bet on the Broncos going over that win total. Is it 9.5 or is it?
Yeah, 9.5. At least that's what it was on the website I checked.
Yeah, I was pushing agendas with these sports book tickets.
I have not over 9.5, so I got to ride. Give me 9.5 or 10 wins at least.
I think we'll buy you a burger in Council Bluffs if it cashes.
Mm.
Yeah, $36. I'd win.
Hell yeah.
Sheesh.
Back in the homeland.
Yeah, that's right.
I do fear I wasted the best ticket because I gave Shane, a lifelong Chiefs fan, the Broncos division winner ticket, and that actually pays out pretty well.
Oh, I thought it was
I think-
bonus passing yards.
Jake got the Bonix passing yards.
Oh, okay.
Joseph got the Huskers over. I'm pushing agendas.
Yes.
Good for you.
If I was Shane, I'd rip up that ticket right now. It's
I
not
thought he was
worth-
going to.
it's not
thought he
worth
was
the
going
paper
to.
it's printed on. But I mean, free money is free money. So if that
Yes.
does happen,
All right, Brooke, they're the last one. Over under 9.5 for the Broncos.
I think it's 9 or 10. Hard to. I don't know. Because if we're sitting here saying they're not winning the division, like how much higher could it get?
I think I mean 10. So if I think the Chiefs are going to win 11, I think the Broncos can win 11, but I think the Chiefs get the tiebreaker ultimately. That's how it goes down in my mind.
I mean, I think the hook here is the big thing. I'll go over. I'd like to think they're a 10-win team, but I would not be shocked if it's 9.
It's also important to note the Broncos did go 10-7, make the playoffs last year, but they were a third-place team, so they're going to be playing mainly third-place teams in the other divisions. That were not playing full divisions off. So That's important to know. So their schedule is going to be a little bit easier than it would be for the Chargers. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I was looking at the schedule. It's not a first place schedule, obviously, but it's not an easy schedule.
Mhm.
Someone tell me the schedule.
I'll pull it up here. Yeah, if the over doesn't hit, I think I'll throw up.
So it's that
We're
easy.
playing in Germany this year, right?
Are we? I thought we were playing in London.
Or maybe.
Down in London.
Oh yeah, we're playing the Jets in London. That's what it is.
Ooh, the
That's a lot.
Jets just upgrade. I mean, signing Sauce. I know, I get it. I get this is how the market goes, but the fact that Sauce is making more money than Patrick Surtain is kind of pissing me off.
All right, so they got Titans at home, at the Colts, at the Chargers,
Get your face.
at home against the Bengals, on the road to Philly, New York, the Jets in London, Giants at home. Shout out Russell Wilson. At home against Dallas, who, by the way, Dallas has not beaten the Denver Broncos one time in my lifetime, so I think that's pretty cool. On the road at Houston, at home against the Raiders and Chiefs. On the road at the Commanders and Raiders. At home against Green Bay and Jacksonville. On the road at the Chiefs. At home against the Chargers.
Tyler,
Yeah.
do you want to come hang out at the end of November?
Maybe.
If I buy you a ticket for your birthday, can you get your plane ticket?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know if I want to step foot in that stadium. Actually, I do to get the lawsuit
Mm-hmm.
fucking rolling.
Oh, dude, getting a little sewage on you is just a rite of passage. You know what I mean? Like, it's something you got to do.
Oh yeah, I mean, looking at the right side of the screen, I forgot. That'll be a Von Miller revenge game.
Oh shit! I didn't even know he signed with them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yep.
That's kind of cool, actually. Now I'm even more stoked to go to that game. And it's a fucking night game too, Tyler. Remember the last time we went to a night game?
I do. It was so fucking cold.
Sheesh. The vibes, though. We were
Is that
so
Cincy
drunk.
Monday night game?
Yeah, we were so
AJ
drunk.
McCarron? Let's go.
Yep. No, that was Andy Dalton.
No, it was AJ McCarron. It was AJ McCarron, Brock Osweiler.
What a
The
matchup.
real
What a
fucking,
duel.
yeah, just
Assweiler.
yeah. God damn it.
There it is.
All right, well, that's our AFC West preview, boys. We did it. Good job. I'm proud of you. Proud of us. I got nothing else. Actually, I do have something else. I'm going to finish my fucking story from earlier. So, long story short, we're going to skip ahead. Michael, Nolan, and I, we leave this club. We go to CVS, right? We're thirsty. There's no fucking water anywhere in that town. We haven't drank any water. It's been booze all day. Go to CVS, get some water, get some Gatorade. We're outside drinking it. And our buddy Marshall, Marshall and Alex, we've been playing video games with them since we were 11 years old. We always had plans to meet. We finally met each other in Vegas for the first time this past weekend. So when we did it, they were hanging out with us, but they left the club early, went for a walk around this trip. Out of nowhere, while we're just sitting outside the CVS, our friend Marshall just comes up with his nosebleed. And honestly, I thought he was fucking with us at the time. Like, as his nose was red, he was just bleeding out of his nose out of nowhere. He just kind of ran into us. I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened? Did somebody punch you? He's like, no, I just got this nosebleed. It's dry everywhere. So I'm like, fine. He said Alex was inside getting him tissues. Like, okay, I'm going to go let Alex know we're here. So I do that. I go inside, let him know. So Marshall's just sitting on the ground, bleeding through his fucking nose. Get him some tissues, get him some water. He's fine. And all of a sudden, he just fucking leans forward and just passes out and just starts doing this. It's like, oh, fuck. What the fuck is going on? I'm too drunk for this right now. Alex is Canadian, important to note, because he was getting ready to call an ambulance. I was like, buddy, you better put that fucking phone down. I ain't paying for no ambulance.
Better get Uber pulled up.
Yeah, this is in Canada, my boy. But yeah, no, he passed out for like 10 seconds, woke back up really quickly. And, and as he's getting his bearings, some fucking magician on a skateboard just comes rolling up, crouched down, pulls out a deck of cards, and this is to Marshall while he has Kleenexes and he's just fucking blood all over his hands. He pulls him out and he just tells him to pick a card. I just looked down and I was like, buddy, you couldn't have picked the worst fucking time to come to a group of people ever. And the guy just kind of sat there silent. He's like, yeah, he just passed out. He's bleeding through his nose. And the guy just sits there and is like, wait, really? I was like, yeah. And the Marshall's just like doing this back and forth. And he's like, and he doesn't even say anything. He just saunters off. It just does the saddest roll away on a skateboard that I've ever seen in my life, just to go and find his fucking next victim. It was hilarious. But yeah, Marshall ended up being fine. He said, dry air, bloody nose. He passed out. He's all good.
Shout out, Marshall.
Shout out.
I wish you would have taken that magician up on his offer. I think that would have been cool.
he's like did this with the deck of cards. Like, buddy, read the room, guy.
To close it out, Brooke, thoughts on college football 26?
Better and worse. They got better in some aspects. They got worse in others. About what you would expect. About the same.
What did it get worse in?
Gameplay, I think.
Really, I think it got better in gameplay. I think it's a lot more smooth.
Yeah.
Yuck.
All right. That's
Maybe
fair.
Skill.
All right. Great show.
Yeah, great show. Thanks for coming on, Brooke. I appreciate you, buddy. Always, it was actually nice to hear your insight. Instead of just from 3 Broncos fans, we get the one loser in here. It's kind of cool. Well, the 3 losers, we get the one winner in here. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Come correct. Come
I,
correct.
you know what? I thought about being mean. It's like, you know what? He doesn't deserve that. He's a winner. We're losers. It is what it is for now. It'll change.
Yeah, you guys made the playoffs. There's hope.
Any last words, boys?
Go Mets, go Broncos, go Big Red.
Fuck
Go David
Iowa.
Wright. Oh, by the way, David Wright's retirement or the Ring of Fame ceremony today, 3:30 or 3 p.m. on SNY on MLB.TV. It's
Doesn't
around there
matter.
somewhere. Game starts at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Fuck Iowa.
Big Red.
Peace.
Big man blast stories. 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 Big man blast.